All right, so here we are. Welcome, everybody. My name is Dayron Shavers, and this is another self development episode we have here. So, again, these shows here are every Tuesday and Thursday, 11 a.m. We get on here, we learn about different techniques, right, to increase our personal development, to overcome things that we have going on in our life, right? This is a way to learn or pick up a gem or two to help you get through the day or through the week, through the month, through the year, depending on how you apply it. Right. So, yeah, my name is Dayron Shavers. My company, Anniversary Now Enterprises, which is the mission is to build coexistence between people and the natural world, whether that's animals, plants, the trees, right? Learning about different career fields, how to get involved with nature in general. This is your one stop shop. All right. And we have this, the Anniversary Network podcast, which is on the platforms Spotify, um, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, YouTube, pretty much your main podcast platforms. We have it there, and we'll actually teach you ways to get involved with nature. Right. I'm also what you call a Reiki, which is basically a therapist for my body and spirit. My services on my website, www.dayronshavers.com. If you're watching on Instagram, just click the link in the description. If you're watching on any other platform, the video pretty much has my website there. So feel free to check it out. Read why I actually am, or why I started my company, why I'm doing, what I'm doing, because it makes a difference, right? So with that in mind, today we're going to talk about a nice subject. All right. We're talking about the awareness of water, right? The awareness of water. So if you think about it, it's around 60 or 70% of the earth is water, right? Think about it. That's a lot of bodies of water on the planet that we live, right? And without us realizing, water is a powerful force of nature that also helps us to meditate and live our better lives, overall well-being, right? So if you think about it, how water moves, right? Like Bruce Lee said, move or be like water. Be like water, my friend. All right. So what that means is being able to move accordingly, right? If you put water into a container, water takes the form of its container, right? If you look at a stream and you have, a rock in the stream, right? Usually the water goes right around the rock, right? It finds a way to get past the rock to accomplish what it's doing, which is to get where it's going, right? So looking at that, look at ways on how we can overcome challenges in our lives, right? To get to our goals, to our destination, right? Think about it. If you're taking live and active notes, you should have write that down. Be like watching. It's a quote by Bruce Lee. All right. So again, water can move, right? To get to where it's going, it takes the form of its container, right? It's a very, very powerful force of nature, which is life giving, right? If you look at it, I think usually we can only go a few days without water, right? Water nourishes our body, it helps us to function. You ever been like dehydrated, right? Your mouth is dry. It's like you you need water, you crave water, right? Why? Because it helps our body to function. Many things that our body does right? Water is kind of like the fuel, right, to keep it going. So when you don't have enough water, right, again, you feel dehydrated, you might feel lightheaded. All of these things play a part. So we just kind of encompassing the importance of water, right? Maybe you know some of these things, maybe you don't, but it's always good to hear it again. All right. So water. So let's look at this. Now let's actively engage. Again, if you're writing, take notes. If you're driving, drive safe. So let's write down, I'm going to do this as well, 3 things that we are grateful for today. 3 things that we are grateful for today. And for those joining us, much gratitude, peace and love. We are talking about the awareness of water, right? And we opened up with talking about a quote by Bruce Lee, which is called "Be Like Water." And this is pretty much, if you look at water flowing in a stream, if a rock is in a stream in the way, the water find a way to get through it, right? Get around it. While you pour water into a container, it takes the form of its container. Why is this important? Because it shows us how to overcome, right, the obstacles in our life. Right? To hear it again, water takes the form of its container. So what is that important for? Being like water allows us to overcome the challenges that stand in our way in life. All right? Again, be like Bruce Lee. Like he said, be like water. All right? So we're going to start off with some gratitude, right? Remember, gratitude is what brings us our anchor together. It's what we call our center, right? Many times through the day, our mind is on many different things, over here, over there, right? But if we think about what we're grateful for, then that brings us back to our center, right? When I say center, back to our awareness of the present moment, right? So we're talking about mental awareness, right? All right, so you write 3 things that you're grateful for, and you're grateful for it when it makes you smile, right? So for me, I'm grateful for animals, right? It makes me smile. I love what I do. I'm grateful to be able to practice the art of Reiki, right? Which is to be able to be of service to people, to animals, help bringing them together, build that coexistence, right? I'm grateful for music, right? All types of music around the world. Why? Because music is a powerful way to unify people, right? It brings us together. Even if you don't understand the lyrics necessarily, a lot of times you can feel the rhythm, per se. All right. So 3 things you're grateful for. If you want to write those down. Again, if you're driving, drive safe. All right. 3 things you're grateful for. See, I'm writing my 3 now. Right. I'm doing this as well. 3 things that you're grateful for that makes you smile when you think about it. Is it a person? Is it a place? Is it an activity? Right. These are all things to be grateful for. You grateful for waking up today? Are you grateful for what you believe in? Whatever faith that may be. Right. So we're looking at that. All right. And now something to do with that to think about is, why are you grateful for them? Right? Why does it bring you smile? Why does it bring you happiness when you do this thing? If this is a person, when you're around this person, right? Do you love this person? Are you grateful for this person? It makes you smile. It makes you grateful, right? If you like to dance, right? If you like to read, why? Why? What's the purpose of it? Right? Again, this is building our anchor to our gratitude. So, an example, I'm grateful for animals because I'm able to communicate to people the importance of animals in our environment, right? Why? Because a lot of times, without people understanding how animals communicate, they don't have a way to communicate how they feel, what they're going through, right? If you think about it, many animals are losing their lands, right? It's what we call land degradation. They're losing their lands, and how can they communicate, right, without people speaking up for them, or nature in general, right? So with that, with this being my passion, I'm happy to speak for them, right? Exactly. So with that said, let's get back to what we're doing. So we have our gratitudes, what we're grateful for. We bring those together. We have why we're grateful for them. So now we have our anchor. All right. So now that we have that, we're going to do what we call a mindfulness meditation. All right. And the goal of this, again, don't necessarily look for anything spectacular per se to happen. This is a way to reflect, right? You're going to have thoughts of what you did earlier today, what you did yesterday, what you might have did a week ago, right? You're going to think about what you have to do today, right? But the reason we just did that gratitude is to bring our focus back. So when you start thinking about these things, you think about what you're grateful for, what makes you smile, it's going to bring you back to your center, right? Why is that? Because it's power through love, all right? You love what you're doing, you love what you're passionate about. It's what you call an anchor, all right? So we're going to start off. Let's take a breath in through our nose. We're going to hold it. We're going to breathe out through our mouth. All right. And when you do this, when you breathe in, try to have your focus on below the navel, right? It's what we call the tanden, right? And in martial arts or Japanese per se. So you breathe in through that area, again, under the navel. You're going to hold. You're going to release and press in that same area below your navel. Again, breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. All right, so you want to keep that same breath that you're doing, right? Inhale through your nose. Hold. Exhale. All right. So what this is, again, is it's what we call a singing bowl. It's a way to help you focus, bring clarity to your mind, right? Just a simple sound. It's very powerful, helps you to focus, all right? So you can close your eyes or you don't have to, all right? Either way, just keep your breath going. That's the most important. You want to keep that breath flowing, right? Keep that breath flowing. Think of your breath is life, right? Think of it as, we were talking about water. Think of it as something that's nourishing you, right? You need water, right? You need breath. So you inhale, you bring in that water in, nourish your body. Exhale, right? So we're just going to get in going here. We'll do it about, say, a minute. All right. Again, much gratitude for those tuning in. Appreciate it. All right. So we're going to inhale. Hold. Exhale. What are you grateful for? Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Again, inhale. Hold. Exhale. Again, when you're grateful for something, it should make you smile, right? That happiness, that love, that passion. That's what we're tapping into right now. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. If your mind starts to wander, think about what you're grateful for. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Remember what you're grateful for. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. And we'll count to 10. And we'll come back to it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your eyes. You should feel lighter, more happiness, right? For those watching on the platform you're watching, let me know how you feel tonight. Leave a comment. How do you feel? How do you feel compared to before you hopped on this live session? Water's important. How do you feel? I'm feeling good. Feeling a lot more focused, a lot more centered. Good. Feeling a lot better. All right. So now with that in mind, now you want to look at one thing that you want to accomplish today, right? Doesn't matter how big or small you think it is, right? This is all part of our awareness. If you want to read one page today, perfect. If you want to try meditation today, perfect. If you want to tell somebody you're grateful for that you're grateful for them, perfect. If you want to work out, perfect. Right? If you're an entrepreneur and you know there's something you have to do today, you know you got to make a video, right? You know you have to do some marketing. Perfect. Right? You're a mentor in the space. There might be someone that you want to reach out to. Perfect. Reach out to them. Right? And remember, in the midst of doing these things, right, there's always a chance of something coming up, right? An obstacle, a challenge, right? But guess what? You just found a way to overcome that. Be like water, right? Think of that obstacle like a stone in the stream, right? Water got to get to where it's going to go. What does that do? It goes around. Go around the obstacle. Go around the challenge, right? That's the focus. The awareness of water, right? Shout out to David and Coach Darcy. Amazing mentors. I'm grateful for them, right? See a lot more. All right. So keep in mind, you just got a tool today in how to overcome things that may come to you, right? Today, you know, you got to go accomplish it. No matter how small, no matter how big you think it is, accomplish it. All right. Be like water, like Bruce Lee said again. All right. So again, my name is Dayron Shavers. Also, I have a podcast, Anniversary Network Podcast, which is your one-stop shop for anything nature related, whether that's animals, whether that's the plants, the trees, careers in the field, right? Different therapies that you can have, news within the field, right? And you're gonna have fun with it. So again, it's on the platforms of Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, YouTube Podcast. Yeah, you can find those there. Again, my services. I'm what you call a Reiki healer, which is basically a life coach, right? A therapist for the mind, body, and spirit. I offer these services to people as well as animals. I have a life coaching program that I have, right? 4 weeks, twice a week. We're gonna go one-on-one, and I'm gonna help you walk through a transformative journey. All right. I also have an online course called Introduction to Nature, right? So whatever field you're in, right? Whether you're in business, you're in a nature field, right? You're in economics, anything like that. This course is what tells you and teaches you different ways to be involved with nature, whether you're indoors or outdoors. It's no excuse, right? You want to build mental clarity, right? You want to increase your energy levels. You want to build your meditation practice. You want to learn about breath work, right? You want to learn your martial arts, how it can help you in your life. It's all in this course for you. All right. You just want to have a conversation to learn what it's about. Feel free. We can have a 10 to 15-minute consultation. The service is free. If you go to my website, www.dayronshavers.com, you can find it there. You scroll down, look at the free consultation, schedule an appointment. I can't wait to talk with you. All right. So again, www.daron.shavers, SHAVERS.com. If you're watching this on Instagram, you can find it in my description. If you're watching this on any other platform, right, it's the website is in my the title there when you're watching the video. All right. With that said, again, much gratitude for coming today, for your attention, for those watching live, for those watching the replay. Much gratitude. Keep in mind, I also have a webinar the 29th, right? It's an interactive webinar. We're looking at meditation, why it's important, right? We're going to do some active meditation techniques, breath work, why it's important, active breath work techniques, Reiki, right? You're going to learn about Reiki, how it's important, how it can help you in your life. Then we're going to do some interactive things, stretching and movement, right? Not necessarily a workout. We're going to learn stretching and movement, right? So this is going to help you get moving, whether you are in an office all day, right? There's still ways to stay loose, stay active, right? You're going to find all these out. So stay tuned to that. Special announcements later today regarding that. And I look forward to seeing you all there. All right. Again, much love and gratitude. Peace. Remember, be like water. All right. I'll see y'all Tuesday, the next live session. All right. Let's go.